We have new updates in the search for a missing Amherst woman, Elsie Wigington. Wigington, who has been missing since June of last year, has recently become the focus of an intensified investigation. WDBJ7's Layla Mitchell has been following along with all the developments in this case and spoke with police today.
They had discovered what appears to be like a blue tarp that was partially covered in leaves.
In Amherst County, new leads and community efforts are reigniting the search for answers into Elsie Wigington's disappearance.
Our officers responded down, photographed it, looked at it, didn't disturb it much, went ahead and called a cadaver dog that came from Richmond.
On Wednesday, a group of employees from the nursing home where Elsie worked took matters into their own hands. While walking around the premises, they discovered a blue tarp covered in leaves and rubbish. Their suspicions prompted them to call the police. Despite an exhaustive search of the area, the dogs did not find anything.
It is a continuing, very active investigation. We had a meeting yesterday with...
The investigation is a team effort with the state police, Amherst County Sheriff's Office, and now the Lynchburg Police Department joining in on the case. The community is also stepping up. Wigington's family, along with several community members, are organizing a search party.
I think that it's very important to keep Elsie's face out there because it brings awareness and it keeps people, searching.
They will gather this Saturday at 3:30 p.m. at the Food Lion in Amherst.
Probably just going to give out flyers in the area, bring awareness to the community, and we're also going to go to her neighborhood, and we're also going to speak with her neighbors.
Reporting in Amherst County, Layla Mitchell, WDBJ 7.